the coffee. Afternoon, French press. How's the lighting? Okay, lighting's good. Okay, what's going on? Welcome back to the vlog. I don't know if you saw in the intro there, it's like a blizzard out there, and I know yesterday it was like 60 degrees. It's a little odd here in the Northwest. I'm not gonna lie. We had a snow day today. We had no school, and it was for the first time in I wanna say my career, that we got canceled school preemptively. Like, it wasn't bad this morning, but what was coming this stuff that's happening right now is why we canceled. Because it was gonna get bad during the day. So that's a first for me, that's definitely a first. But anyway, hang on, I gotta pour my coffee before I get started. I can't talk to you guys without my cup of joe. I will say, oh crowd, please. Oh yeah, that's it right there. Okay, so anyways, I swear, I promise, I was supposed to go into school today. I had my camera equipment all packed up and I was gonna do my week in life of a teacher where I was like, I'm gonna show them what I've been doing in the classroom. But obviously it wasn't in there. So today I thought I would do something different about teaching in lieu of that. Again, like last week, I feel like, wait, no, yeah, last week we had it canceled also, but eons ago, I don't know how long ago it was, but quite a while ago, I was contacted by somebody who had reached out to some of the male teachers on YouTube, sort of like wanting to do a video collaboration on trying to get more men interested in teaching. And so, I was asked to be a part of this, and I thought I would answer those questions that I'm gonna be providing the answers to in that video for you guys too, so you don't feel like you're left out. So I'm not sure exactly what format that video is gonna be in, so I will just tell you my answers right now. So basically, the questions were, why did you become a teacher? Why do you think it's important for young men to consider becoming teachers? And what keeps bringing you back to the classroom year after year? And that third question is, I think, the most intriguing of the three. But I'll get started. This bear. Okay, sorry. So somewhere back in the vault, hundreds of videos ago, I'm pretty sure I did a video on why I became a teacher. But if you haven't seen that video, I'll explain it now. So I teach kindergarten. Got the Megazord shirt on and every stuff. And I'm dressed like this. It's the middle of the day because it's a snow day today. Yeah, as a teacher, you get snow days. How awesome is that? No, very few jobs you get snow days. So why did I become a teacher? I became a teacher back in college. I actually started out as a marketing major. I wanted to make the big bucks. I wanted to, you know, be some high-rise skyscraper in New York City or Chicago or LA, making some commercials and big money kind of stuff. And I had a roommate who was going into education to be a teacher. He had started doing this tutoring job for a little bit of money on the side as a student job. He'd go to school and tutor some students on how to read. And I was looking for a student job that was only a few hours a week because I was doing other things involved in sports and whatnot. And I said, what the heck, I'll give it a try. It's gonna be easy money, you know, just read with some kid for like 30 minutes, big deal, right? No big deal. And so I did that. And I absolutely fell in love with helping kids. The joy that I got from helping him and interacting with students and like seeing, wow, this is kind of fun. I kind of like this. That's what sparked everything. And I did some observations of other teachers. I went to a couple different schools and sat in on some rooms, and I never looked back. If I'm gonna spend 40, 50 years of my life working somewhere, going to a place and doing a thing every day, I might as well have fun while I'm doing it. I might as well get to enjoy sort of almost staying a kid forever, getting to have fun in the classroom even when my students aren't there. Ron James. Another reason why I became a teacher is, I think always deep down I knew that I just kind of wanted to be a family man. Even when I had my big aspirations of big money and marketing and all that, I think I deep down knew that I eventually wanted to have a family and a home and live that dad life, you know? And teaching is a great career path for future dads, because not only do you work during the day, normal day job hours, minus having to bring stuff home from time to time. You also get holidays off, you get summer off, snow days, and it's a really good profession to have children with because you're around. And I know I always wanted to be a stable presence in my kids' lives when I have kids, and I thought, hey, the idea of doing something that's fun, that I love, that I feel like I'm doing something that matters for the common good, and there's other perks like having days off, having summers off, and being around for my future children and family, it added up, and it just seemed perfect. I think it's super important for other young men to consider coming into teaching for their career choice. It's super important for students of all ages to have a positive male role model in their lives, and the ability to be that stable foundation for a student, showing up every single day and showing them caring and love and wanting to help them do better and to be their friend when they need one. That is something that very few jobs give you the satisfaction of being able to do. And a lot of kids don't have a father or a positive male role model in their lives, and that's something that I definitely wanted to be for someone when I went into teaching. And that, I think, is important. It's important to have diversity in schools. It's important to have different teachers of different races, different genders, different walks of life. So students always have someone there in the building that looks like them and they can identify with, even if it's not their teacher, to be able to identify with. You might inspire some of your male students to eventually become teachers, and then the domino effect, and then there's male teachers everywhere. Now that I'm a teacher, I've been a teacher for 6 years, what keeps me coming back every year? And the thing about it is, what keeps me coming back year after year is hope. Is the hope that I can make some more difference, I can make more change, I can help a new group of students. Every single year I get a completely new group of students. No 2 years is ever the same, and it's totally different experiences. What worked last year might not work this year. What didn't work last year might work this year. It's totally different. It's always changing. It never gets stale. It's always a challenge. Teaching is a career that gives me purpose, and coming back year after year is just a new challenge to face and a new group of kids to get to know and bond with and create memories with. I'm a kindergarten teacher, so I'm some of my students' first ever teacher. Their first ever time in a school is in my classroom. That's an awesome responsibility and an awesome fun thing to be able to do. And they might not remember everything we did in kindergarten, but they'll remember that weird guy that had the beard and wore superhero t-shirts sometimes. And yeah, so I never want to paint teaching as this perfect job and everything's rainbows and butterflies all the time. It's simply not. Some days it sucks, okay? Some weeks are long. Sometimes you're gonna get super stressed out. You're gonna be frustrated. You might cry. You might want so badly to just be like, you know what? No, I'm not doing it anymore. You might get that down because it's hard. You know, it gives me such joy. There's certain parts of it that just give me such joy that I don't think I could get doing another job. The joy of finally breaking through to a student, whether it be academically or personally with a relationship or behavior, when that student finally learns all their letters and it's March and you're like, oh, thank Jesus. Like the feelings that you get when you see the growth from the beginning of the year to the end of the year, and the true sadness that I actually get every year when I say goodbye on that last day and realize I'm not your teacher anymore. It's like, it's, to be honest, being a teacher, I spend as much, if not more, time with some of my students than their own family. So it's like a family. My classroom is like, it's like our own little family, right? We argue sometimes. Sometimes we get mad at each other. Sometimes we're disappointed with each other. Sometimes my students get upset at me. They feel like I'm not being fair. Sometimes I get upset at what they're doing. But at the end of the day, we have to get along. And we're in there for the good of each other, right? I need them just as much as they need me. They teach me so much all the time. They teach me patience. I feel like being a teacher for 6 years has prepared me to be a father. #BabyLincoln 2018. And me teaching them gives me so much purpose in my own life that sometimes, you know, when I'm arguing, or sometimes when I'm complaining to Kristen about a bad day, or I'm thinking, oh my gosh, I just can't wait for the weekend, or if I get in a negative mindset, I'm not always willing to admit that there are just some things about teaching that really other jobs cannot provide. They just can't do it. And you know, it's like anything, it's never gonna be perfect. Some days are gonna be better than others, some years are gonna be better than others, but yeah, I just, you know, it's doing it for me right now. I'm excited to get back in the classroom next week and actually show you some of the changes I've made. I started small group instruction back again, whoop whoop, and I just want to talk to you all about it and show. I want to show you instead of just tell you. I think that's the point of vlogging, is to show people instead of just telling them. But yeah, so I just wanted to share with you why I became a teacher and why I'm still a teacher. Try to see if I can convince any other dudes to become teachers, because I'm telling you, you're gonna be in for a wonderful ride. That's to say the least. Anyways, see you tomorrow, guys. Be safe out there if you're in the Midwest with all this ice and whatnot. Find your gift, share it with the world, and remember, you are worth it. See you tomorrow.